Wow. I haven't been this blown away from baseball in a really, really long time. But what Major League Baseball did last night with the Field of Dreams game was... oh, it's a chef's kiss. This is how you grow the sport. This is how you grow the game. This is how you get new fans involved. This is how you re-spark a love for the game from old fans that maybe stepped away from a little bit. This was an absolutely beautiful job by Major League Baseball. Not only like paying homage or homage, I don't even know the right word, to Field of Dreams, but doing the game of baseball right. This was so sick on every single level, was executed to perfection. I mean, we're talking about Major League Baseball, who has botched things in the past like Players Weekend, which was so easy. There have been mess ups, but MLB Field of Dreams game is 100% probably the best thing that Major League Baseball has done in a very, very long time. And I'm going to tell you why it's so important and why this is something that Major League Baseball needs to take note of and try and replicate many times throughout the year. This was a massive, huge success. Big W's. Jameis Winston, we're going to eat a W today. This Field of Dreams game was unbelievable. I was blown away, and I'm going to tell you about my entire experience watching it from home. I cannot wait for the next one. I better be there. I'm going to pretty much spend whatever it takes to get to the next one if Major League Baseball does it, and if they don't, we're going to have a fight. I'm going to fight you because it was so sick. So I'm going to tell you about my whole experience, why this is so important, why this is so big for baseball, the impact that it's made, and kind of give you some reasoning and insight as to what this could mean for the future. Now, I know I always give my like, comment, subscribe spiel, but seriously, I want to know in the comment section down below, what did you guys think of the MLB Field of Dreams game? The MLB YouTube channel watches my stuff, so this is probably a very good chance for you to get your thoughts, comments, and opinions out to Major League Baseball, because I got a feeling they're going to be looking at the comment section of this one, as am I. I'm going to be replying to a bunch of people. I want to know what you think, as well as drop a like if you did enjoy the Field of Dreams game, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the content. And yeah, one more plug, drop me a follow on Twitter and Instagram, GiraffeNeckMarc, links in the description. So, as many of you know, probably by now, if you aren't living under a rock, that Major League Baseball was doing a Field of Dreams game. It was supposed to happen last year, but of course with COVID, everything got postponed. And this isn't the first time that Major League Baseball has tried to do some games in some different areas. We had the London series back in 2019 where the Red Sox played the Yankees. I was actually scheduled to go to the London series in 2020 between the Cubs and the Cardinals. Of course, COVID got in the way of that, but I think the London series is awesome. It's great. I think it's a really good idea. Field of Dreams kicks its ass. There's just no way around it. Field of Dreams was so much better. They've done games in San Juan, Puerto Rico. They've done games in Mexico. They did a game in Cuba, which was like a spring training game. Major League Baseball has been experimenting with having games in different scenarios. But again, I can't stress enough, no game was done like the MLB Field of Dreams one. First off, they brought back some old school jerseys to give you that old school feel, going off of what the jerseys they wore in the movie The Field of Dreams is, which by the way is my favorite baseball movie of all time. I know some people don't like it. I don't know how. It's just great. If you don't tear up, get choked up a little bit when Kevin Costner's character has a catch with his dad at the end, you must not be human. You must not have had a great relationship with your dad because, ooh, that one sends me. Anyway, it's not about my emotional ties to the Field of Dreams. It's about how good Major League Baseball did with it. The jerseys killed it. Yes, the Yankee jerseys weren't much different than what their away ones look like, but it still gave you that old nostalgia feel. And the White Sox ones, those were sick. I mean, to a T. They were basically what it looked like in the Field of Dreams. Awesome start. The jerseys, the promotion, it was fire. I mean, I saw this Field of Dreams stuff everywhere. It was on Twitter. It was on Instagram. It was on YouTube. It was on TikTok. And that's what Major League Baseball needs to play into more. Yes, of course, you don't want to lose the casual fan, but there's a lot of people on Twitter, on YouTube, where I literally make my living talking about baseball. Instagram, TikTok's blowing up. You have an opportunity to get new audiences' eyes on stuff that you're doing. Major League Baseball really rolled it out well, in my opinion, got it in front of a lot of eyes, which built the hype because you show the old school jerseys. If you know anything about the Field of Dreams, you know that there's going to be the cornfields, which every kid, I feel like, wants to play with a fence made of corn. I actually got to play in one when I was younger. We had like a practice field for an AAU team that I played with that had a wall of corn around the outfield out in Union, New Jersey. Fun fact. It was sick. And this game was happening where the Field of Dreams was filmed, that field right there with the cornfield, and then they built a real Major League Baseball stadium behind it. Not a lot of seats, not a lot of stands, but it's not about getting as many people in the building as possible. It's about creating a really authentic, true, old school baseball experience. And that's just something that Major League Baseball killed it with. Absolutely killed it. The atmosphere was great. The scenery was great. The field looked fantastic. Balls were flying out, which that could go either way for you. You might like home runs, you might be against it. Either way, it was an exciting game, and we'll get to that in a second. And it was also the first time in a very, very long time time, possibly ever, honestly. I don't even know the stat, but that a Major League Baseball game took place in Iowa. And this is huge because while the hype around the nation might have only been going on for the last 2 weeks or so, since the promotions have been starting to be put out, this is something that people in the state of Iowa had circled for probably over a year now. They thought they were going to get it in 2020, COVID happened, and they got it now in 2021. Apparently in Iowa, this was the talk of the town. And in case you sleep under a rock again, Iowa doesn't have a Major League Baseball team, but now if you're someone from Iowa and you saw this Field of Dreams game, one, you're proud because it's like your state, corn, everything. There was a lot of Iowa plugging in the broadcast. So you're proud that your state's getting like the recognition it deserves. And then two, you got a really good quality baseball game with a lot of people watching it. You might now be a fan of the White Sox. You might be interested now, Eloy Jimenez does. Or you might have become a Yankee fan, which like, ugh, I hate it, but that's still great. Because even though I hate that team, I'd rather have someone from Iowa get an interest in baseball and become a fan of the Yankees than have no interest in baseball at all. And you could have watched Aaron Judge hit 2 monster home runs. Giancarlo Stanton hit a go-ahead home run in the 9th inning. That was exciting baseball. You might become a Yankee fan now. You might want to see what Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton is up to. It brought new eyes to the game of baseball. It brought old eyes back to the game. It brought new eyes. It was an exciting time. And it shows because this game was unbelievable. It went to the bottom of the 9th inning. The White Sox were down and Tim Anderson hit a walk-off home run, 2-run bomb to right center field. Game over, ball game, the fireworks, the scenery, the pictures were incredible. And the inning before that, you had Liam Hendricks unfortunately blow the game, giving up a home run to Judge and then another home run immediately after Giancarlo Stanton, so the Yankees took the lead. It was an incredibly entertaining game. A lot of runs. I think it ended up, 9-8 or 8-7, like 14, 15 runs scored. And before the 9th inning, even then, there were 7 runs by the White Sox. I think the Yankees had 4. It had just been a little bit of a back and forth game. So the combination of an extremely entertaining game to watch, really cool nostalgia because the Field of Dreams, new eyes, old eyes. Everybody was watching this game. It was on primetime TV on a Thursday night. There was really nothing else on TV to watch right now. If you were a baseball fan, you were watching the Field of Dreams game. And that's exactly what happened. So the game itself was awesome. The lead up to it was awesome. The intro. Did you guys see the intro? Did you catch that? The guys walking through the corn. Oh, God, that was like amazing. That was so sick. That might have been the coolest thing I've ever seen in Major League Baseball outside of like actual performance on the field. That thing got me fired up. It gave me chills down to my core. I was like unbelievably blown away by how cool it was seeing the players walk out of the corn, just like in the movie, onto the field. Because of course, if you build it, they will come. And if you believe, you're going to see them on the field, even though they're like the ghosts. It was just really, really well done. And I know I'm rambling a little bit here, but I'm just super excited and like super weirdly proud of what Major League Baseball did. I'm not one to necessarily be always super applauding of their work. I've taken shots here and there, but I think when they do something right, it's deserving to give them praise because this was really good for the sport of baseball. It was massive. Everybody was watching it. Basketball fans, football fans, hockey fans, baseball fans, people who don't care about baseball. Everyone was interested. My roommate, who honestly couldn't care less about baseball, turned on. He's like, yo, this is really cool. It's like, this is sick. This is awesome. Is that corn in the outfield? It piques your interest. It's awesome. It's literally just awesome. And it shows through the trending stats. Now, I'm going to show you a couple different trending things here, explain what that basically means, and how many impressions Major League Baseball got tonight from one friggin' game. The exposure was incredible. And this is what Major League Baseball needs. It doesn't have the stars like the NBA necessarily, or even the NFL, but Major League Baseball can make its impact on the social media world, on impressions, by doing really cool events like this. So the first picture we're looking at here is just trending on the side of Twitter, what's happening. And as you can see, the first 3 things that are trending are the White Sox and the Yankees play Field of Dreams game near the same site where the movie was filmed. Garrett Cole, obviously player in the Yankees, and what a game. Literally the phrase, what a game, was tweeted out 31,000 times in a very small time period. The exposure was unbelievable. So that's just from the side. Let's dive a little bit deeper into the trending page. You start to get the rankings now. Number 1 trending, Field of Dreams game. Number 2 trending, Tim Anderson, who hit the walk-off home run. Number 3 trending, Zach Britton, the guy who gave it up. Number 4 trending, White Sox. You go a little bit more down. Number 7, Andrew Haney, who was the starting pitcher in that game for the Yankees. Number 9, Liam Hendricks. Number 10, Aaron Judge. Number 11, Kevin Costner was friggin' trending because of the Field of Dreams. Number 12, Joe Buck. And again, number 13, what a game, coming in with like 31,000 tweets. Major League Baseball dominated social media today. And that's not something I thought I'd ever be able to say outside of major scandals, outside of the Astros cheating, or outside of literally the World Series champion. I'm talking like Chicago Cubs breaking a 100-year drought. Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. This was the talk of the town. And that just doesn't happen in Major League Baseball very often. And it happened from a singular game that truly had no meaning. It's just a regular season game. There were no real stakes. There was nothing on the line besides a win or a loss like normal. But yet people flooded to this game to watch it on TV at the stadium. Tickets apparently were going for $3,000. smaller. That's how badly people wanted to go. The hype and the buzz was real. I mean, you look even at the Google Trends, which is a little misleading at times, but you can kind of get ideas of what's going on here. It spiked hard during the Field of Dreams game. Like, you see that there's a spike pretty much every single night, but this spike was a little bit different, as you can see on the end of the graph here towards the right side. It just brought a lot of eyes to Major League Baseball. You look at the Field of Dreams on Google Trend, and I mean, it spiked up to basically like top trending thing on Google. There's no way around it. Everyone was interested, everyone was watching, and it was a massive friggin' success. And I want to bring attention to a tweet thread here by someone named Rani Jazalyerli, and I apologize if I didn't pronounce your name right, but I think they summed it up really well. I'm going to give a little bit of spark notes here. I'll read a little bit of the thread because it's a lot. But essentially, Rani is saying that Major League Baseball dominated it tonight. They killed it. And I agree. And I think you guys agree too. This is something that Major League Baseball can do with not only just one game a year. They can do it with 2, 3. It doesn't have to be Field of Dreams. You can get creative. We've seen the opportunities around Major League Baseball to make these cool events. Let's capitalize on it. So here's what Rani said. For the record, I love the idea and execution of the Field of Dreams game, and I want to go further, which I'm all in on. I think this game should be a template for how MLB can use its greatest resource, one it possesses in greater abundance than every other sport in existence, its inventory. And that's true. He goes deeper in to say, every team in baseball has 81 home games. 81. That is so many games. Take 3 of those games, one series, and play it somewhere else, and you still have 78 home dates. No team will see an appreciable attendance drop if it has to squeeze 81 games worth of fans into 78 dates. Part 3, playing those 3 games in a location that never sees baseball will create more new young baseball fans than anything else baseball could do. What makes tonight special is it ties the Field of Dreams. What makes it meaningful is it's the first MLB game ever played in Iowa. There we go. First MLB game ever in Iowa. And here's where he starts to go into deeper about what I said earlier. Living in Chicago, tonight's game just hit my radar in the last few days, but in Iowa, they've been buzzing about it for weeks. How many people in Iowa have paid more attention to baseball over the last few weeks than ever before? How many of them will become lifelong fans? I think you probably got a very, very good chunk of Iowans. I don't know what to call them, but people from Iowa, I think, are going to start to take a bigger interest in baseball than they already have. And at what cost? A random weeknight Yankees-White Sox game in August. The cost-benefit ratio is minuscule. So yeah, keep playing the Field of Dream games every year, but more than that, MLB should have every team host one series in a unique location every season. Agree, 1000%. And this is where you can get crazy. It's just viral marketing. It's so easy. Something like this was viral. It was going to blow up pretty much no matter what, good or bad. He gave some examples of things that could work. If you guys aren't aware, there's a midnight game in Alaska every year where the midnight sun, like, it just doesn't ever get dark. The Mariners should host a midnight sun series in Alaska every June, and baseball will dominate the disclosure in the state for a month. Almost as beautiful as the Padres hosting their annual series in Honolulu. These games don't all have to be exotic locales. Bringing a series to mid-sized cities all over America will be the biggest news in town and put baseball front and center. I can't imagine how much I would have lost my mind as a kid if the Royals hosted a series in Wichita, and I agree with him. Granted, I grew up in New Jersey, so not really the same, but I'm sure that if a baseball team played somewhere close to me, if they played in the Newark Bears Stadium, which isn't really cool, but let's just say it for the scenario, that's sick. I'm trying to get to that game as quickly as possible if the Mets are playing in New Jersey. That's so cool. And then the final tweet here says this: the bottom line is that the core essence of baseball, that it is played every day for months on end, is seen by too many people as a bug instead of the feature that it is. Put the beauty of baseball on display in every state in America all summer long and grow the game. And I couldn't agree more with what Randy said. I think he said it beautifully. Put the beautiful game of baseball on display. Feature it. When people watch this and get interested, there's very few people who dislike it. If you can get people's attention, they are going to fall in love with this game. We all have. I clearly have. And if you're watching me on YouTube, I'm pretty confident you've fallen in love with the game of baseball as well. All it takes is a shot. You get someone's eyes in front of the sport, and there's a chance that they fall in love with this game for the rest of the time. And something like the Field of Dreams tonight was a fantastic way to grow the game of Major League Baseball. And something like tonight, like the Field of Dreams event, grows the game. This was huge for baseball. This was a masterclass. This is something that I think Rob Manfred needs to take a deeper look at, investigate what they did right, and how they can replicate it in other cities so that they can dominate social media and the impressions and get more eyes on it again. We don't, I believe, have the official number of how many people ended up watching this game. I'm going to take a quick look here before I finish up. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have numbers yet, but I'm super interested to see how many people were actually watching this live on Fox, because I'd imagine it's got to be a lot based on how popular it was on social media. Again, my roommate doesn't watch baseball, was interested. I'm sure he's not the only one. Last note here, I don't know if you guys saw the pictures and all the videos and stuff that have been going around from this, but the pictures were gorgeous. The field looked amazing. Field of Dreams literally couldn't have been a better name for this field, for this event. This was a dream. I wish I could have been playing baseball on this, not just because, you know, I want to be a Major League Baseball player still, even though I'm 25, but even being able to just probably step on that field, I probably would have gotten goosebumps. Major League Baseball killed it. Fantastic event. Please continue the Field of Dreams game for the end of time. This should never end. This should never stop. Absolutely incredible job. And what was really nice is that Major League Baseball seemed to care about the little details. Again, the thing that makes baseball like so unique, so beautiful in terms. They got all the little details right. They did this event so well, and I think people really appreciated how well it was done. It didn't feel lackluster. It didn't feel half-assed. This was something that people were really excited to watch, really excited to be a part of, and it just felt special, and that's really cool. So I'd love to know what you guys think about the Field of Dreams game down in the comment section below. Give me your thoughts and opinions. Again, MLB watches this YouTube channel, so there's a very good chance that your comment is going to get read. If you want to share your opinion, now is your chance. As well as I'm also going to read the comments and reply to a bunch of them, so if you want to interact with me there, that's a great chance to do it. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the Field of Dreams game. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content I got coming at you over the next few days while I'm going to be in Boston. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GiraffeNeckMarc, links in description. That's where I'm wrapping it up. Final words here. MLB, well done. Field of Dreams, 300 out of 10 rating. 5 stars, would recommend. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my other videos here. Most recent upload. YouTube recommends you watch this one. And it's time for me to go to bed. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.